Today we're going to be talking about how you can be the best quarterback on your team. Now, first thing you got to do to be the best quarterback on your team is you got to know your playbook better than every single person literally on the team. So guys, to memorize a playbook, it's really not a difficult concept to grasp. It's a little bit of work, but if you do the work, you should be totally fine as a quarterback. So what I recommend is like a note card method, right? So you make note cards, you put the name on the note card on one side, then you flip it over and you draw the full play, and then test yourself. Like have an actual notebook and be like, okay, this is the name, write it out, and just test yourself, guys. It takes effort, but to be, again, guys, quarterback is literally the hardest position in all of sports. I will fight that to the death. Like that is literally what I believe to the core. The quarterback is the hardest position in all of sports. Name one position that's harder. I really don't think you can. I'm sorry if I offend some people, but quarterback's the hardest position. So it takes work. It takes effort. The reason why I say that is because it takes effort in knowing your playbook and knowing not only your assignments, but everybody's assignments on the field. You have to be like an assistant coach as a quarterback. So make sure you have your playbook down to a T and you can tell other players on the field what to do. Now, the second thing that you have to do to be the best quarterback on your team is understand the footwork for each specific pass play or even a run play. A lot of times quarterbacks are very, very late with their throws. They don't throw with timing, they don't throw with anticipation, and honestly their game is terrible because of that, and it usually has to do with their drop. So for example, let's say I'm throwing like a 10-yard speed out, right? Timing route. The receiver's not breaking down, he's not even cutting hard, he is just rounding it, and when he rounds, the ball's got to be right there. So if I'm a quarterback and I'm in shotgun, my drop is not going to be 1, 2, 3, okay, he's out of the break, let me hitch up and throw. That's going to make me late, that's not timing, that's not anticipation. You have to throw it on time, and your feet got to be on time. So maybe instead of a 3 and a hitch, we take a rhythm 3 or a 3 and throw. So it would just be a 1, 2, 3 out. So guys, if you don't necessarily know your drop footwork for every single play, you need to make your offensive coordinator or your coach tell you, hey, on this play, what drop am I taking? On this play, what drop am I taking? Now, nowadays, I see this a lot with the quarterbacks that I train. Coaches don't even care. They're just like, oh, just get the ball out on time. So what you need to do as a quarterback is make your own set of rules. Okay, on quick game, I'm just going to do a slide and throw. On, 10 to 12 yard routes that are not timing routes, I'm going to do like a little slide, hitch up, and throw. So make your own set of rules if your coach doesn't give you a set of rules, but you have to make sure you're throwing with timing and anticipation. Now also, fellas, if you're a quarterback and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this off season, we are going to be traveling out to 15 different cities across the entire US for 2-day long QB and wide receiver camps. So guys, if you want some more information on how you can sign up, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd absolutely love to have you out to one of our camps. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama. Then we'll be heading out to Houston, Texas. Then we'll be coming out to Columbus, Ohio, Boston, Massachusetts, Boise, Idaho, and finishing it off in Los Angeles, California. So guys, all of these camps will sell out insanely fast within the first 2 to 3 months that we release it to the public. We release it to everybody, not just on YouTube, on September 1st. So guys, make sure you take advantage of it. Sign up at that very first link in the description below. Let's get back to this video. Now, to be the best quarterback on your team, you guys, you need to have something called extend play ability. So what do I mean by that? So this is stuff that you need to work on as a quarterback when you're in the off season, when you're training with a quarterback coach, when you're training with your receivers, even by yourself. So extend play ability does not mean be Lamar Jackson, pull a zone read and take it 70 to 80 yards. Now, that can help you, but I'm realistic. I understand all of you aren't Lamar Jackson. You need to be able to, though, extend the play. Don't just make the throws that they expect you to freaking make. Guys, a coach expects you to be able to throw a 3-step slant. A coach expects you to take a 3-step drop and be able to throw a post. Those should be givens, guys. Like that's not even hard to do. Like it just takes a little bit of effort and it takes reps. If you want to be the best guy on your team, make the throws they don't expect you to make. So what do I mean by that? I mean taking a 3-step drop, getting some pressure, maybe stepping up in the pocket, stepping out, and then throwing off platform, maybe escaping out of the pocket and throwing on the run. Making plays they don't expect you to make will make yourself undeniable at the quarterback position. If you have 3 quarterbacks, let's say 3 quarterbacks that are all competing, all 3 of you have the same skill set, but one guy can extend the play and make plays that they don't expect him to make, they're gonna go with that guy because they could win with that guy. Because when the play breaks down, you gotta be the guy that the team trusts to make it happen. Now, the next thing that you need to have as a quarterback to be the best on your team is you need arm strength. There are certain throws as a quarterback that you just have to be able to make. You have to be able to throw a deep fade. You have to be able to throw a deep post. You gotta be able to rip a 10-yard out with some velocity, and all that requires arm strength. So guys, arm strength, though, as a quarterback, does not come from your arm. It comes from rotational force and ground force, aka weight transfer. So something you could do as a young quarterback. In the gym, a lot of times quarterbacks are honestly pretty soft. Like they don't lift. Oh, I'm a quarterback. Like they don't lift. I'm just here to do on the field. They skip exercise because they don't want to tire out their arm. I get it. You need to work heavily on leg strength. Get in a squat squat rack, single leg squats. Work on your core strength because all that's going to help with your throwing mechanics to help you generate more force. So make sure that you're in the weight room improving those areas so it will translate to on-field arm strength.